for the lightning round. We got a couple questions thrown out there by a couple WAKA VA Peninsula players. Everyone else, throw your questions in. We put it up on the Facebook page, usually the day of, so you know, you got some random
sometimes
bullcrap.
The hour of.
Yeah, you know. But we take serious questions about kickball, as you'll see, and we also take the less serious. So let's jump right into the first from Mr. Tommy, now Sheet Can.
Sheet Can.
Yeah. And he wants to know, is the regulation WAKA ball an effective tool against zombies? And I spent a lot of time talking about this today. Thinking about this, rather. I don't talk to anyone I see in the professional environment about kickball. And I think it's a multi-use tool. Not only as a weapon, you know, as a lot of chargers, outfielders in our league could use it to, you know, zombies, you've got to knock off the head to kill them. That's common knowledge. But I think you could carve this thing out, make cups out of it. You could use it as protective wear around your neck to keep zombies from biting. You know, you always have zombies.
A neck condom. No. Neck condom.
Yeah, I would also, like, form it around my fist and I would punch zombies with it. Because I think it'd be really satisfying to punch a zombie. You never see it happen in the movies. They use too many weapons. I think it would feel real nice.
You know, I think if it's properly inflated to the standard PSI, then perhaps, you know, it might sting someone a little bit, sting a zombie. Yeah. I don't know how their nerve endings feel or whatever, but honestly, I don't think it would be a very effective weapon. But I think,
do WAKA rules count if a zombie apocalypse is going down? No headshots in WAKA.
Yeah, so you can't, you know, I don't know about that, but as far as a weapon, there's no rules in post-apocalypse.
True.
Which I think the biggest use of a WAKA ball would be to remind yourself of what your life used to be like before the infection spread across the world. Absolutely. So you kind of, you know, it's one of those things where you're sleeping in your bathtub with your trusty German Shepherd, and you got your sensors around there. You kind of look at your WAKA ball and say, man, I used to love WAKA Wednesdays.
Absolutely.
Man, I love that guy Matt Welbrot before he got his face eaten off. Yeah, man. He's been trying to kill me for the last
That's what you're talking about, a post-apocalyptic period. I don't visit Miami. I don't visit Miami. But it's funny you talk about spreading diseases, because I feel like sometimes when you're in the WAKA league, you know, sometimes diseases might get spread if you're not careful. So be careful who you talk to. But that's
danger.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, there are some Thursdays where I feel like a zombie.
Yeah, oh, likewise. But I tell you what, man, I do not think this is an effective weapon. However, there is
someone threw a fucking ball at me on a Thursday, I'd be pissed.
I am trying to get my input on the WAKA ball for the zombie thing. Yeah. Guys, like the girls' podcast, everybody talking at the same time. Can I finish?
Heard that.
Thank you. I would use this as a tool when I'm at Bill Murray's house or his mansion, and I line up, like, what, 10 zombies up, and then I throw... Yeah, but I go and save... I go to Bill Murray's house and I hang out trying to find my Twinkie, and I hang out with Bill Murray, set up some zombies, and then I throw the ball and just knock them down like bowling pins.
You know what I really enjoy?
Yeah, let's all keep talking. Yeah.
Rushmore?
Fuck you. Take this fucking ball. Fuck, go to the next question. Fuck all of you.
Oh.
Hey, props.
Yeah, let's all talk at the same time.
Oh, big props to Bill Murray.
Bill Murray. Ghostbusters.
His bunts are great.
You know what?
His bunts
God,
are
he's
great.
got a crisp bunt. That's all I hear about.
Hey, let's talk about this. Let's go next question.
Let's talk about guys who could kill a zombie kicking a ball.
Yes.
Because that's our next question from Miss Jillian Sims. She wants to know, no, wait, that's from Alex Nocter. I'm sorry. What individuals are best at kicking the deep ball in this year's WAKA season? Matt,
Two people.
Brent will have the speaking ball first.
Shit!
And then you may go.
No, two people come to mind in my career, and that's Jeff Morehart and JC. Kicking the shit out of some balls as I pitch to them. Two big guys that just crush that shit. There you go.
Jeff Morehart, those squats, man, I tell you.
Jungle Jim.
I think, you know, a couple of guys, Frank Council from Freeballing, when he gets a hold of one, it travels pretty hard. And then last week, Dennis Golson, we saw him in action.
Big Dennis!
Big Dennis has a big foot on him, and he'll crush one. So those are my guys.
You took all mine. So
just go to the next one's on the list.
Yeah, we have a list there.
Oh, all right. We've got a Matt Barkett. Oh, God, yeah, two guys on your travel team there. Mr. Scott Duncan, I know can really. I saw him get a hold of some wiffle balls in a big way last night. So
He does like to grab some balls in a big way.
Oh yeah, big balls in a big way.
He's a beast.
I don't know who Jeffrey is.
Jeff Scott.
Jeff Scott.
Yeah, okay, thank
Jeff
you.
Scott.
Yeah, all right.
Matt Marcus, Michael Maschie for Battlestar. Those guys can all. There's a lot of people who can get a hold of the ball.
Anyone at this table. All right, and then I'm sorry, I'll go back to Jill's question. She wanted to know what's the impact of the current rainout situation on the postseason. And by rainout situation, I assume she means the games that were canceled and then games we got moved to the end of the year. You know what? You deserve it. You earned that.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Great thing that's happened to the league. Because I don't have to talk about fucking shake and bake because we didn't have to put a win-loss column fucking thing on that. Foul balls we got, and then we got burning bridges. Great way to seal up the position. It's anybody's game.
I don't think there's a big impact to it, except for every team will finish with 10. You know, the biggest impact will be basically the kick-ass has virtually locked up the #1 seed at this point. But you know, I think in this season more than any other season in the past, seedings are not going to be really that important because you're going to have a tough matchup round 1. So if you're, you know, if you draw the Jaegernauts or if you draw a Battlestar, if you draw free balling in the first round, because chances are those 3 teams will be down in the bottom 5 or 6. So if you're in a top 5, 6 seed, it doesn't even matter. You're going to have a tough match in the first round anyway. So as far as big impact, it helps kick-ass out a lot. Their magic number's down to 1. You know, and other than that,
The one we get this week,
yeah.
in fact. Big impact of the rainouts.
Yeah.
So.
Everyone realized what an asshole our commissioner is, and I think there's going to be a referendum vote on getting him out of there.
We might replace him.
That's the big impact of rainouts for me.
I'm sure Keith was going around. I would have let us play tonight.
Yeah,
I'm sure he would,
right.
Keith.
If it was up to me, I'm just the deputy commissioner.
Yeah, your hair won't get wet.
He cuts right through that range. It's just.
That crossed the line.
Oh, come on, man.
All right.
Me and Keith are buddies.
All right, and sticking with Keith's team there, Marilee wants us to play Dream Phone. I tried to Google that, and I don't know, it looked like something better fit for the BOB podcast. I would like to play with Mr. Wellbrock. I want to know your celebrity crushes, but, you know, we'll move on.
Anne Hathaway and Jennifer Love Hewitt is my #1.
Ah, Reese Witherspoon.
Ah, man, the client list. I keep wanting to see
Oh,
it.
Kelly
I got
Clarkson.
a DVR at the house. I got a DVR.
Dottie does not want me to watch that shit.
I will let you watch at my
I'm
house.
trying to watch Lifetime with her, and she's
I know.
she's
So
like,
every
I
time
don't
I
want
watch Lifetime.
It's like Jennifer Love Hewitt. And she's like, I don't want to
Breast everywhere.
No Sofia Vergara.
No!
Oh, I love Sofia Vergara, but she's, you know, she's new.
Well, let's
I mean,
go
Anne
Drew-
Hathaway
let's
and
say-
JLH has been my people for a while.
Let's go Drew Rosenhaus on this one. Go next question.
Next question.
All right, then Miss Emily Ross Cook wants to know who
Oh, that's a good one.
who are some of the league's strategical masterminds. Something. What other coaches or players are good at putting together a winning strategy? You guys have coached teams. Oh, I guess I technically have too.
I have not coached a winning
well.
strategy. I've coached failure. I've been a terrible coach. That's why I
I
took
coached
myself out.
abject failure.
You know, I think for me, the person who stands out is I have the ball of
Trust.
Ball of trust. I'm going to go with George Kirizitis from Battlestar Ballsactica. I played with him for many, many years. And, you know, the rings don't lie. The guy, he's got 4 Wentworth trophies.
I was going to mention
So-
both of you guys.
I mean, yeah. You know, it's George. George is he's a genius, and I think you know, he pays attention to the game. I think he's really bringing Battlestar up. So their record wouldn't show it now, but it takes a while to kind of ingrain some of the things in there. So I think they kind of had some you know, growing pains, but I see them as being a tough team down the stretch. So.
Thank you. I'll take that. I was going to allude to you, man, because I know you've had a hand in some of those trophies. So I will go
I do have 5 trophies myself.
Yeah.
Although the last one wasn't as good.
One for each finger, baby. You're like the Pittsburgh Steelers pre-2011 or whatever the hell it was.
Miami Hurricanes.
Yeah,
Phil
heard
Jackson.
that. And Phil. I love Phil Jackson.
10.
And that's a good segue because Phil Jackson, former Bulls coach, I have to give it up to Phil as well for burning bridges. I mean, getting that undefeated team right off the bat, putting that winning consistency with burning bridges. I feel like they're going to be on the rise. Sans this week against Rumspringa, but I feel like he's a guy that gets the team together, motivated. I know he does a lot of good things to get people in the right places, so I'm going to send a shout out to Phil as well.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna talk a different sort of strategy. My coach Manny Anderson, putting together a team that can party at the bar and also are very, very fast. You know, that's not an on-field strategy, but that's a strategy unto itself, I'm gonna say. You know, we're some alcoholics who also manage to be in shape. Not myself, but the rest of the team. Yes, definitely.
You know, I think it's you know, you talk about kick-ass, though. I know he's not a captain, but Brian Moore's influence over that team has definitely helped out a lot. So, especially on the offensive side of the ball, I mean, you guys have developed into quite the dynamic force there. So, big props there.
All right. And yeah, everyone who coaches a team, you know, not to leave anyone out here, does a great thing for the league. They keep your teams together.
They don't get paid. They don't get paid, so they're volunteering their time. So we appreciate it.
Yeah, I can't echo that enough, man. The captains are really the leaders of this league, and I appreciate, you know, sometimes it's a kind of a thankless job, you know, taking on that extra responsibility, but, man, all 16, well, really there's 20-something captains on there, but 16 teams, leadership, I couldn't ask for more.
Let's not leave Brittany out of this real quick. Brittany Travis from the 5 O'Clockers, one of the better coaches throughout the whole time at WAKA, just popped into my mind. Major props to you for consistency and keeping that team together. Fantastic job.
Hey, so that's Week 10 previews, gambling lines. Everyone, it's going to be another great week. Once again, we're back at War Memorial Stadium. Thank you to the ladies who filled in last week.
Amazing job, ladies.
On the boobs over balls. We are 3 up, 3 down. The original with balls. And everyone stay tuned. The View is up next here on WAKA VA Peninsula TV.